Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. It has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
McCann's kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So that does it for the 1st quarter of Super. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. McCann now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. It's brought in by Harris. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Najee Harris, 53 yards. And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Still on his feet. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great. But perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got some space here. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Moore, the man in motion. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Pitts again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.